Welcome, ladies. We're going to get moving with our very first shape shift workout of our series. It's workout A in our 0.5 series. We're going to get moving here. We're going to start with a warm-up to warm up the body and prepare our muscles for being activated and to prepare them to get stronger. Start marching on the spot for 30 seconds. Getting your knees as high as they can go. Nice big motions, nice big steps, swinging our arms back and forth. We're going to be doing this for 30 seconds. Getting our heart rate up, warming up our muscles. A few seconds left here. And then we're going to be going into some hamstring curls. And here we go, pulling back with the arms and the legs all at the same time. Warming up the back and the arms, warming up the hamstrings. 30 seconds here for our hamstring curls. Bring it back as if you're doing an air row. Just a few seconds left here. And 3, 2, 1, and we're going to take it into a side reach and straighten. Side reach and straighten. Warming up our shoulders, our lats, stretching out our obliques, opening up the rib cage. A few seconds left here. And getting ready to switch sides and other side. Nice big stretch across the body. And back in again. When we do a warm-up, it's great to make sure that we warm up all of our muscle groups evenly and equally. A few seconds here. And we're going to take it wide into a side lunge. So we're going to go side to side. Focusing on going as wide as we possibly can. Getting a good stretch in our adductor muscles, which are right here, our inner legs. It's quite common to be tight in those areas if you're not actively doing wide stretches for these muscle groups daily or weekly. It is common to develop tightness there, which can impact the rest of your movements in your strength training routines. And we're almost there. In 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're going to go into our workout routine. Our first exercise is going to be our high knees. Workout A is all about just getting the body moving and opening up our body for greater movement. And here we go. We're going to be going into our high knees for 30 seconds. In this position here, looking at the floor and bringing our knees and elbows together and placing our foot back behind us. Notice that the knee on my front leg is over top of my ankle foot area. So we're 30 seconds per side here. Bringing our knee up and back down. Arms stretch up and our elbows meet our knees for every repetition. Getting ready to switch sides and switch. Reversing the move in the stance here. Doing the same thing on the other side. For those of you that find this easy, you may also attach ankle weights for this exercise if you need a little bit more of resistance there to activate the muscles at your fitness level. So if you feel like this is too easy, feel free to grab some ankle weights. You can find some on Amazon, probably at your local Canadian Tire or your other local fitness store. And 3, 2, 1. Our next move, our front punches. I'm going to grab some light weights here. We're going to place the weights directly at our chest. Feet are in a nice wide stance. And we're going to be crisscrossing the body as we also twist the torso. And getting ready with our weights in front of our chest. And we're out and in each side. A little bit of movement there in the hips. Tapping the toe out on the opposite side. Just going at your own pace. Choose weights that are suitable for your strength. can do 5s, 3s, 2s, 1s. You can even do body weight. If your main focus is to not add weights and just get moving, you can go ahead and just enjoy this movement doing body weight. And 3, 2, and 1. Our next move is going to be our single leg deadlift. There's different ways we can do this. If you're just starting out with your workout routine, it's always best to use a chair and do a movement that's called an airplane. All right, and we're gonna get going here with our first side of our single leg deadlift. We're always gonna make sure that if we are holding a weight, the weight is gonna be going in the opposite arm as the stabilizing leg. So the weight's gonna go in the kick out leg. If you're having a hard time balancing, you may use a chair for balance, but eventually we're gonna get going on the first side here, and I'll show you what I mean. So when we're doing our single leg deadlift, we're keeping the core absolutely straight. Everything goes forward together, everything comes back together. Keeping the back super straight. We do not want to curl the back. We're focusing on core activation, activating our back muscles to build a nice straight posture. We're also focusing on activating our glute muscles and getting a nice stretch in our hamstrings. And we're going to be switching legs. And if you're holding a weight, you're going to be switching the arm that the weight is held in. Focusing on balance, focusing on stretching out those hamstrings. It's quite common to have tight hamstrings if we're not actively moving them or actively stretching them on a regular basis. So we're making sure that we're preparing our body to start our weightlifting program by doing these movements to break up tightness. If you need to hold on to a chair in front of you, please do, as not everyone's balance is bang on all the time. Sometimes we do need a bit of help until we build that up gradually. Okay, our next move is going to be side leg raise, putting our weights down. You may hang on to a wall or a chair for this one. We're going to raise our leg to the side and back in. 30 seconds per side. And we're strengthening our outer glute muscles, our outer hip muscles, which also tend to be quite weak. We're going to be building those up as well to create nice, stable, and strong hips. Work within your own range of motion. Only lift your leg as far as you can lift it. Work within your own range of motion. Maybe a little bit of a challenge. Try and raise it a little bit higher, but not too much. And we're going to be switching legs. I'm going to switch the chair to the other side here for my other leg. Again, if this is feeling very easy for you, you can add ankle weights to this exercise as well to improve the muscle activation in that muscle group that you're working. And you might even find too, both sides of the hips are being activated. Not only are we working the side that's lifting, but on the other side too, we're also activating the outer hip on the stabilizing leg because that's the muscle that is helping us stabilize the movement. And we're on our last rep right here. Okay, we're done set one. I'm gonna bring this chair over to the other side. I'm gonna grab a sip of water. Make sure you stay hydrated while you're doing your workouts and throughout. And we're getting ready to start our high knees again. And here we go, we're into position and we're going knee to elbow. Standing position. We're angled towards the floor slightly to create a little bit of that abdominal contraction underneath in the lower core. Bringing our foot back to tap behind us. Getting ready to switch sides. And 3, 2, and 1, and switching sides here. Same thing on the other side. Go ahead, start whenever you're ready. This circuit's created to keep you moving at a nice moderate pace. If you're feeling out of breath, slow down your reps. It's always best to keep your breathing rhythm regulated. We are not doing a cardio workout. This is for strength training, balance, and stability. So if you feel like you're heading into that cardio mode, slow it down a little tiny bit. Focus on slower muscle activation. Last one right here. Picking up our weights if you have them. We're going to be going into front cross punch. And go ahead there, side to side. Again, focus on slower activation. We are not doing a cardio workout. We got to get the body ready to build lean muscle. It's the only thing that's going to burn calories for you at rest. Menopausal women, perimenopausal women need to build up their lean muscle mass to keep their metabolism functioning properly and optimally. Almost there, just a few seconds left. And 3, 2, and 1. We're going back into our single leg deadlift, holding on to a weight of your choice. The weight is in the hand of the stabilizing leg. And here we go, 30 seconds per side. Try to keep the hips square as you go down. Everything moves together. Everything comes up together. We're 30 seconds per side here. Again, working on stretching the hamstrings, activating the glutes, keeping the core in the back nice and straight. And here we are, we're switching sides, switching weights. Feel free to gauge what you need for weights by how easy or how hard this feels for 30 seconds. If you need a bit of a heavier weight, only increase your weight if you feel stable and if your form is right. If your form is not right yet, you don't feel stable, you need to keep the weights nice and light until you've achieved proper form and stability. We're almost there. Last rep here. Good, we're going into our side leg. Right into the side leg, 30 seconds per side. We have to keep our bodies moving, keeping our heart rate up. And again, focusing on moderate pace for proper muscle activation and stability. Our core is also at work here, so we're not only working our outer hips, we're activating our core as well, because our core is also what stabilizes our movements. A few seconds left on this side. Last rep here on this side, and switching legs. I'm going to be switching my chair to the other side here so I can stay facing you, out and in with the leg, working within your own range of motion. Hanging onto a chair, a wall, a pole, anything there. We do have a weight machine here that we can hook up weights to, so if you are using a cable machine for your workouts, you would then be holding onto your cable machine pole and making sure that your body is completely upright while you're doing the movement. And we're on our last rep right here. Okay, we just got finished set 2. Putting my chair back to the other side, grabbing another drink of water, so grab a drink, stay hydrated. And we're getting ready to go into our third set here. There's 4 sets in this 0.5 circuit program. And we're getting ready to go back into high knees. Again, if you're feeling winded, slow down your reps. Go a bit slower, a bit more controlled. This should help bring your heart rate down, regulate your breathing a bit more. You can also add ankle weights. You can also add little hand weights to your shoulders as well and get a bit more of a shoulder burn here if you wish. But again, we're focusing on muscle activation to build lean mass. Getting ready to switch sides. Last rep here on this side and switching. Same position on the other side. Ankle towards the floor and go ahead. 30 seconds. We're just keeping a steady state rhythm here. Make sure your breathing's nice and stable. The idea here, we're just getting the body moving. We're creating a movement routine is what we're doing here. This is where everybody should start. It's not good to go all out at the beginning. You have to start where you're at. If you haven't worked out in a while, you're just getting back into a routine, you just need to focus on getting the body moving, creating a schedule for yourself, and staying consistent, using short, sustainable workouts. Last rep here, we're going into our side leg raise. Right into the side leg raise. And yeah, check in with your breathing. Slow your reps down if needed. Keeping the core nice and straight here. And you're going to be feeling your obliques work. You're going to be feeling your outer hips work there. You're also going to be feeling a stretch in your inner legs, your adductors. A few more seconds here on this side. And last rep here, switching sides. Here we go. You can also add a band to your ankles or your knees. So if you feel like you don't have ankle weights, but you have those loopy bands, you can grab one around your knee or your ankles, and you can also use these as you do the side legs to create more resistance and to get a better activation for the muscles. A few seconds left on this side. Keep going, you're doing great. One more rep here on this leg. We just got done set 3, we're going into set 4. Grab a sip of water to stay hydrated. We're getting ready to go back into our high knees for our 4th and last set. So we're getting into position here. We've had a sip of water, had a little bit of a 15-second rest maybe, and go ahead. High knees. You might feel some quad work here. Quad activation, you might feel some glute activation as well. On that stabilizing leg, you're gonna be feeling some hip flexor action as well with the knee that's coming up. If you have weights in your upper body, you're gonna be feeling some upper body strength as well. Some shoulders. Getting ready to switch sides. Last rep here and switching sides. Here we go. Right into the movement, steady state, keep the body moving. If you're feeling winded, slow down your reps, go super slow. These workouts were created short, sustainable circuits you can fit into your day to get your body moving as we maximize our stability, our flexibility, and our strength. We're almost there. Great, grab our weights. We're going into our front punch, front cross punch, and ready, and go ahead. Side to side, tapping the toe out on the opposite side. A little bit of side movement there for the leg as well. A little bit of twisting for the core. Some good arm toning in here when you add weights to this move. Great for the arms, great for the shoulders. Great for the upper body strength and tone. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Back into our single leg deadlift or airplane. If you're doing airplane, we're just going to get started right now. Go into the single leg deadlift. If you're using weights, the weight is on the same side of the stabilizing leg. If you're doing airplane, you're going body weight and your arms are out to the side. This helps to make sure you keep your shoulders straight and that you don't curl your back down, which is we don't want to see the curling. We want to make sure we keep our chest high and our shoulders back. So if this is a struggle for you, you might find that doing the airplane is a bit more beneficial until you feel like your posture correcting and your back getting stronger. And we're going to be switching sides here. I'm going to be adding a weight back in here. Always keep a chair or something in front of you if you feel unstable. Keep a chair in front of you or something to hang on to for safety reasons. That way you can get a deeper stretch without feeling like you're gonna fall over and injure yourself as you work on this range of motion and stretching out those hamstrings. That could be causing a lot of tightness in the body, up into the hips and the back as well, maybe down into the calves. Almost there, just a few more seconds on this side. One last rep here. Great, putting down my weights, going into our side leg, right into the side leg, right into the next exercise. And this is our last and final one. Being aware of the core, activating the core, lifting the leg, feeling those abductor muscles kick in here on the side glute, side of the hip there. A few more seconds and we're going to be switching sides. One last rep here and switching legs right away. Keep the body moving. That's all it's about, keeping the body moving consistently each day. Working on an actual program each day. This is what the Shape Shift is all about. It's all about giving women a program to follow, not just random workouts. Remember, random workouts, random results. You need to follow a program to see the progress you want a little bit quicker. A few more seconds left here, and then we're going to be going into our cool down. Last rep right here, and good work. Grab a sip of water. Make sure that we have a nice free area for stretching. All right, so we're going to be starting our cool down routine in a wide stance. Go as wide as you can, and we're going to be going side to side stretch. Hold and up. Stretch to the side, hold and up. What we're doing here is we're lengthening our adductor muscles, which can become quite tight. If we do a lot of sitting, we're not actively doing movements each day, we definitely need to break up some of the inner leg tension there and adhesions that develop when we don't do proper movement regularly. All right, we're gonna go one more on the other side, and we're gonna go into a forward fold stretch here. So our legs are wide. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see my side view, and we're gonna go out, making sure we keep our hands in front of our face. We're gonna be feeling our hamstrings stretch here. This is what's needed. We just worked our hamstrings today, so now we need to stretch them. Always stretch your muscles with a warm body. Always stretch after activity. After a warm-up is a good time to stretch as well. It's not really good to stretch cold muscles. They're usually tense and tight. Bring it down to the floor. Full stretch across the back of the body. Feel that stretch go from down your back, down into your glutes, down behind your legs, maybe the knees, maybe the calves. I'm going to be turning around here for you. We're going to be curling up nice and slow here. And we're going to be bringing it to the back for a chest stretch. Pull the arms back to the side here for a side view. Pull it back and hold. Open up that chest. Take some deep breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Turn back around for a side view. We're going to be going side stretch hold for a few seconds here. And switching sides. Stretch the other side and hold. All right, that concludes our workout A in our 0.5 Shapeshift program. I'm Sarah Rose, certified personal trainer and body composition specialist for perimenopausal and menopausal women. Hope you enjoyed. Feel free to jump into our next video to move into the next workout. Thank you.